It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC North. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Coming up next.
Along the shores of Lake Erie, the Dog Pound already in full roar. We welcome you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. A good one looming in one of the tougher divisions in football. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Greg, this division, year in, year out, man, it is physical, it's tough, and it's always tight at the top. You get here one more year, and you look at everybody, and you can make a case that this could be a team that can make a playoff run.
Yeah, and especially the case, Mike, that last year, 3 of the 4 teams made the playoffs, the only exception being the Cincinnati Bengals, who went 9-8 without their star quarterback, Joe Burrow, down the stretch. So here you are going into this year. All 4 of these teams are legitimate playoff contenders, and when you look around the league, I'm not sure there's another division with a straight face that I'd be willing to say that.
The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go from Cleveland. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the former #1 overall pick back in the 2015 draft, former Heisman winner as well, Jameis Winston.
We're talking about a true gunslinger, Mike. I mean, this brings us back to the Brett Favre days. Every time this guy lets it loose, you're not sure which team's going to end up with it, but it's going to be exciting. There are times where you got to hold your breath, and let's not forget, this guy was the first overall pick for a reason. He's got the arm talent. That's undeniable. When he's playing well, his teams have a chance. He needs to eliminate some of the negatives because when he's on, man, he is fun to watch. Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
He's got it. That's a first down up across midfield and down to the 47-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On play action, Winston. This is brought in downfield by Judy. They get 22 yards there. First down, Cleveland.
And this is exactly the Jerry Jeudy they thought they were getting when they went out and traded for him from Denver this offseason. Wasn't it, Mike? I mean, just can he be that reliable weapon in this passing game to just give a little juice to this Browns offense? And so far, the Alabama product, he has done just that as he picks up a fresh set of downs.
We'll go play action. It's Winston. Got his man at the 6. And he's into the end zone. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Cleveland. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Dustin Hopkins now to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Browns will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. Tylan Wallace now on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Ravens led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, Lamar Jackson, already season 7. Greg, he's won a couple of MVPs, and he's as talented as we see in the league.
We had a couple of his games early in his career, and of course, all the way to his days back in college, his athleticism jumps off the screen. But Mike, these last couple years, his development as a true passer, his ability to operate from the pocket, that's what's really taken his game to this MVP level. And tell you what, we didn't think there was a lot more things that he could do on a football field, and it seems like every year he's proven otherwise.
Now the Ravens' big-ticket free agent acquisition. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, Jackson. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
Running is Chubb. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They bring Judy in motion. And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line. Third and 9. From the gun, Winston. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
If you want to win in this league and have a successful defense, how you perform on 3rd down is critical. Even more so, your backs are up against the wall. The offense finds themselves down in the red zone looking for 6. Those 3rd down sacks go a long way to keeping touchdowns off the board and making them settle for field goals.
Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns will extend to a 10-0 lead. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Browns with the advantage. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This returnable for Wallace. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Ravens offense about ready to get going on their second possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Now a screen set up for Henry. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll motion over Flowers. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. That's complete to the veteran Nelson Aguilar. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Jackson now on 2nd down, and that's going to wind up incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time, and it's going to be 3rd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
3rd and long for Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. On 4th down, on comes the 7-time Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, for the Ravens field goal. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Ravens are on the board. It's now 10-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Tucker is back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one away. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Browns offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Winston. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
On first down, it's Winston. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. And he will go all the way. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Browns. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. The kick is good. And the Browns move out in front by the score of 17-3. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. This returnable for Wallace. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. No motion over Flowers. A first down throw for Jackson. He's going to run it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
2nd down and 8. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. That is brought in. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Bateman is the motion man. Off the play fake. Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 2. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On play action, here's Jackson. He runs with it. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Now, Jackson. That is caught at the 3. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Three seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we hit halftime here in Cleveland, and the Browns are in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. We saw a terrific first half from the Browns quarterback, Jameis Winston. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. On 1st and 10, Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll motion over Flowers. 2nd down, Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Play action now. Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The Browns offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. A run up the middle with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down. To throw, here's Winston. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Ravens offense ready for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. Bateman is the motion man. Now Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. On the option, they give it to Henry. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
On third down, Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. First and 10. Winston. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. But I don't think he knows yet that this one is coming back. So holding is the call, and take that touchdown off the board.
Still first down.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
On the zone read, they hand it to Chubb. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. Here's Jameis. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Cleveland. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay is going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Now, Hopkins on to add the extra point. He's got it, and the Browns will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. This returnable for Wallace. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Aguilar, complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. In motion comes Andrews. Back to throw, Jackson. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Now Lamar going to hang on to it. And he's going to have the Ravens' 1st down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go, and you can see why.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Bush. And the Browns will take over possession here at the 44.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
The Browns offense and Jameis Winston getting set to go to work again. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Once again, it's Chubb. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. So the Dog Pound celebrates. It's a win for the Browns. They put it all together against a very difficult opponent. There are not too many people who are giving them much of a shot coming in. But they rode the energy of this home crowd, got some big plays on both sides of the ball, and they're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dog Pound's happy. It's a win for the Browns as we say farewell from Cleveland.